Whatever happened to the SS Central America, known as the Ship of Gold, the ship that sank, carrying a staggering amount of over 15 tons of gold and other treasure totaling more than $765 million? On September 3, 1857, the American vessel dubbed Ship of Gold left the city of Aspinwall, now the Panamanian port of Colon in Panama, under the command of William Lewis Herndon, for what seemed like a routine voyage to New York City. The ship left port with 101 crew members, 477 passengers, and a crazy amount of over 30,000 pounds of gold in coins and treasure. By September 9, 1857, after a short stop in Havana, the ship was caught in a Category 2 hurricane off the coast of the Carolinas. It struggled to navigate through the storm, and by September 11th, the sails were shredded, the ship began taking on water, and the boilers could no longer maintain fire. A day later, on September 12th, and despite the efforts of crew and passengers to repair the ship and drain water by forming bucket lines, the 280-foot steamer known as the Ship of Gold finally and officially sank deep into the Atlantic Ocean. Those few who survived the event described how women and children were first put on lifeboats, but that the scene was also incredibly chaotic, with people screaming, praying, swearing, and fighting for their survival. Out of the 578 souls on board, there was only 153 survivors. Approximately 100 people were saved by boarding lifeboats. Additionally, a Norwegian bark, Ellen, was able to rescue 50 people directly from the freezing waters. And surprisingly, another 3 were saved over a week later after they drifted far away in a lifeboat. Why was so much gold on the ship to begin with? Well, this was the prospecting age, and during the California gold rush, tons of gold was routinely shipped from west to east. This ship was built to carry the precious cargo from the American West and deliver it to the markets of New York, Europe, and beyond. Once people did find out about the boat sinking and of its obvious contents lost at sea, it prompted a dramatic increase in treasure hunting activities in that region, to say the least. Incredibly, it took over 130 years before an American marine engineer named Tommy Thompson finally discovered the wreck in 1988. After years of obsessing over the story and poring over historical records, he was finally able to convince 161 people to invest over $12 million for his expedition. Tommy was ultimately able to find the wreckage and collect 2 out of the 15 tons of gold that was originally on board. Thompson and his crew were able to identify the wreck and find the gold by using a remotely operated submersible UAV. The crew recounted seeing the bottom of the ocean as carpeted with gold, with coins and ingots embedded everywhere in the seafloor. A safe was found laying on its side at the bottom of the ocean. Once it was opened, they found a leather saddlebag containing a spectacularly large quantity of various gold nuggets, originating straight from the California gold rush. These nuggets have been analyzed by scientists who have confirmed them as being authentic Gold Rush-era nuggets. The leather bag contained multiple smaller individual satchels that contained the raw gold. However, this is not the end of the story for Tommy. Mr. Thompson's newfound fortune did not really work out for him as we would hope. The reality with most treasure hunters is that the greed driving them to seek gold and treasure will also follow them after they find it. And for Tommy, his treasure came with a price. After finding the gold coins at the bottom of the sea, he neglected to pay his investors the millions of dollars he borrowed from them for the expedition. Quickly after arriving on shore, he transferred as much of his new wealth directly into overseas accounts as he could. Tommy then went on the run and was later captured in a Florida hotel. Overall, the expedition was able to recover 2 tons of gold and treasure worth around $76 million. Once Tommy was captured, many others started to lay claim to the treasure, and Thompson was launched into a series of legal battles. In 1989, 39 insurance companies sued Thompson, claiming rights to the treasure. They had been the original insurers of the lost gold. Courts ultimately did award Thompson and the Discovery team over 92% of the gold. By 2012, a federal warrant was issued for Thompson's arrest. He went on the run again and successfully hid in a Florida hotel until his capture 3 years later in 2015. In 2018, Thompson was ordered to pay back $19.4 million in compensatory damages. He still refuses to reveal the location of the missing coins to this day. Despite Thompson's imprisonment, the hunt for the SS Central America continued. In 2014, a second expedition was done by the Odyssey Marine Exploration Group, who received a contract to go back and recover even more treasure. During this second expedition, over 10,600 gold coins, 14,000 silver coins, 577 gold ingots, and over 100 pounds of gold dust were recovered, as well as precious and unique artifacts from the SS Central America that have also fetched very high prices at auction. Artifacts salvaged from the wreck include a pair of historic Levi's jeans, considered to be the oldest one in existence, as well as 80-pound gold ingot, nicknamed Eureka, which is the largest known bar from the California Gold Rush, and also considered the most valuable piece of currency in the world at that time. It sold in auction to a businessman for $8 million. In total, tens of millions of dollars in gold and other treasures have been sold, making it one of, if not the greatest American treasure finds of all time. However, for many, including Tommy Thompson and the victims of the wreck, the pursuit of gold and greed turned out to be a curse. So, what do you think? Time to quit your day job and start a treasure hunting expedition? Please like and subscribe if you liked this video, and as always, have a fantastic day.